So this is the angel frame on it. I left the grips off so you can get an idea of how it works. There's basically just simply the sear rod comes out, it goes to the trigger. The trigger has two different trigger stops up here that you can adjust. They're a little loose, so once you get to them in the right spot that you like, go ahead and maybe drop a Loctite or something in there. But you want to have a little bit of play in your trigger so that the sear and the rod have enough to go back and forth on there. But I just wanted to kind of show you that's kind of how it's set up on there. And of course this has the angel on off. That's going to go onto the hyper frame. I'll have a rail for it. And then it obviously has a turn on there. So I got more air in here. I just wanted to show you how the angel frame and everything looks all on there. It actually looks pretty sweet and pretty slick. So it just gives you an idea of how that goes in there. So when you have the hyper frame on there, this part right here just comes off. You get a flathead screwdriver in here, just turn it, and that'll pry this off. You just want this one little rod here, the sear rod, to come down and go into the hyper frame. That's all it does. And this is basically just a shortened little rod that goes into the trigger. Okay? And then you can see also, basically, you've got a screw in the back, obviously, and then the screw in the front. This screw in the front here, I custom cut it down, so make sure you don't lose it, because that's the right screw for this one. The hyper frame has a different screw that's a little bit longer, so make sure you don't lose this screw or the other one for the hyper frame. Make sure they stay together. So I'll fire it with the frame off or with the grips off of it, but you can obviously just see how it works there. It's actually got a real short trigger pull, so I'll just show you. It's actually a little bouncy too, which is really nice, little RT. So here you go. There's almost a spot where you can almost RT it. With a higher pressure tank, you might be able to actually RT it. So it's real light. Let's put some reballs through it so we can actually see. My other rotor wasn't working right, so let me try this one. This one might not be working either. The rotors do not like reballs. Yeah, my batteries are pretty much dead in this rotor. You can see left-handed, might be the same. Yeah, it's my rotor. Sorry about that. But basically you get the concept, you get how they work, you can see that there's no leaks on them. Feed neck works really good because it's keeping it on there. And the level 10's obviously working really well, so you know that's going to work. But the trigger on this one is just butter. Just right there. Like I said, you can almost RT it if you... It's not walkable, unfortunately. But it's a comfy grip. And you can kind of basically see, and it's working. Okay, so I'm going to send it like this, just because this setup is a little more dialed in. The hyper frame, still going to be just mounted straight on there, but just make sure you take off this little part right here. And then also, I think my velocity is really low right now. My chronograph's not working, so you basically just adjust it in the back here, this screw right here. Turn that in, basically clockwise. And that will adjust it so that it actually has the the velocity. There you go, velocity up. So it's all yours. Have a great day. Thanks again.